Hello, my wonderful students. It's Mrs. Darmody. This video is being created to help introduce you to the Scratch website. To get to the Scratch website, you can type directly into the search field up at the top. You can type in scratch.mit.edu and it will take you right here. So this is the main page for Scratch. If I have already provided you with a login, then you can click on sign in and go ahead and sign in. Otherwise, if you have to create your own login, you should follow the procedures that I have already provided in our Google Classroom. But once you have your login, you click here, you type in your login username and your password. For students, normally what I do when I create your user ID, or if I have you create your own, I ask you to use the beginning part of your Google account. So it would be normally your first initial, last name, and 2-digit year of graduation. And then your password, if I set it up for you, or if I ask you to set it up for yourself, I ask you to use the same password you used for your Google account, which is the 4 numbers typed twice. So you have 8 digits, but it's just the first 4 typed twice. And then you click on sign in. So once you're signed in, you're brought to the main page. Your page will look a little different than mine because I'm in my teacher account. So you'll notice that your profile picture could be here. You will not be allowed to use your own picture here or a picture of any family members. You can use some other type of picture that would not personally identify you. Your user ID is here, and you can click on the down arrow and you'll see there's a section for your profile, your stuff. All of your projects automatically are stored in your stuff when you create them. Your classes, which of course you'll only be in my class at this point, most likely, account settings, and then signing out. So one of the things I want to mention about signing out is you must sign out of the Scratch website when you're done using it, or it leaves you logged in. So it's very similar to Google in that way, because Google works the same way. If you don't log out of your Google account, it leaves you logged in, and then if someone sits down at that computer later on, they can just go into your account and they could mess things up. We don't want that. This is my stuff. That's the shortcut to get there. So that would be where your things are saved to automatically, as I mentioned. Okay, so they'd be listed here. Usually they're sorted by last modified, but you can sort by other methods as well when you're looking for a project. All your projects, you notice I have 142. Shared projects are 42, unshared are 100, and my studio is a 21, then trash. So for your projects, it's very important to keep in mind that when you first create a project in Scratch, it is not shared, it is private. So in order for me to see your project for grading purposes, you must share it. And that's where the sharing comes in, and we'll talk about how to do that later on. So if I want to go back to the main page of Scratch, you always just click on the giant Scratch logo in the top left. So I click on that, and here I am. So what I want to point out to you are the different ways to navigate. When you are ready to create a new project, you click on Create. When you want to just explore and maybe look for specific types of projects other people have created or what have you, you go there. If you're looking for ideas or the video tutorials, then you have to go to the ideas section. And then About tells you a little bit about Scratch itself. Okay, so let's go to About. And I'm not going to show you this video because you can watch that on your own. However, if you go down to the bottom, you'll notice that the community guidelines are here. And that's going to be the next thing that we talk about.